Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Wake up!
Yo, give me your wig, you don't know what to do with it. Give me your wig. Give me your wig. Give me your
Hello everyone, welcome to yet another Patreon topic video. As usual, I take a couple topics, like 3 topics, present it to some of my patrons, and they vote on it. And this is the topic that won. Now, if you want to check it out, put your 2 cents in, get a bunch of cool content, early content in the podcast, check out patreon.com/AdrianExpression. So today we're going to be talking about accepting yourself, how other people look for approval from others, and other people accepting you. I'm going to speak about it through my experience being gay around a lot of people, some family members who are not approving of it or whatever that means. But I think that this can be applied to so many other things, and you'll see what I'm saying once I start really diving into it. So a couple years ago, I reached this epiphany, right? I worked so hard to accept myself for being gay, feminine, whatever, living outside of society's stupid ass rules about gender. I had to work very hard to unlearn the lies that I was taught and to just take out all of that hatred that is sometimes you internalize it. You know what I mean? I worked so hard to do that shit. Why would I care about what some disapproving family member or associate or whatever has to say about it, And like I said, I'm starting with this because I feel like it would be easy for people to relate to. I know that a lot of people are going through this right now, but I've had experiences, whether it's from church folk or whatever, and I stay far away from anything that's labeled church. I've had experiences with people who thought they were authority figures in my life, come to me crying in my face, oh my goodness, you just gay, and I just look stoic like this, okay, And like I said, I'm sure people can relate. I'm sure more than just a couple people watching this have had, an experience, whether it's their friend or who they thought that was their friend, or a family member coming up to you angry in your face, talking about you gay, what is this, expressing their disapproval, mad, sad about it. And it's like, look sis, I did my share of crying, being angry about, my whole experience, me being gay. I've done the work to accept myself, and it's a process that you have to upkeep every day because you learn new things about yourself. It is so annoying and frustrating half the time, but I did my work to accept myself. You ain't putting your emotional shit on me. If work is something that you have to do in order to accept that I'm gay or feminine or whatever it is, then you do that emotional work away the fuck from me. I think that when we're younger, or some people even do it when they're older, a lot of our sense of self, a lot of our self-esteem came from getting approval. And I think part of it is important because, of course, if you're raising someone or whatever, you want them to perform well in certain things, you want them to learn things about the world, you want them to be a good human being. So of course, training and teaching the concept of approval is important. But as you gain more independence, as you gain a more, self-sufficient sense of self, that approval should matter less and less. And I'm not saying disregard everything that you've been taught. I'm not saying that opinions of your family, they don't matter, or your friends, they don't matter. But what I'm saying is that the more you start to just view yourself as yourself and let the concerns of other people just die down, because half the time these people that are giving advice or whatever, angry at you for who you are, what you're doing, they don't know what they're doing their damn selves. So everyone is trying to perform this perfect image or get approval from everybody else, and it's just a circle of idiots. That's what it is. A lot of times that's what it is, because you will ask these people to explain their biases or their discrimination, and it's just a bunch of fluff. They don't even know why they're mad at you. They don't even understand why they don't even approve of this shit, because a lot of people are doing it. It's just, have you investigated that shit for yourself? So yeah, some people want to cast their fears and worries and doubt and anger and sadness onto you about you for being yourself, or about you for and like I said, I focused on being gay in the beginning, but I feel like you can widen that. People not approving of your career choices. I know a lot of artists can relate to that. People not approving of your priorities, and like I said, as long as you're not hurting anyone or being harmful. It reminds me of the age-old tale of maybe somebody being born into a big business family, and they decide they don't want to go into the family business. They want to do something else. They want to do something more free, something that speaks to them maybe on a creative level, something else that makes them more happy. And then, but then some of these people will never do it because they're so focused on making whoever it is, whether it's their family, their community, society in general, they're so focused on getting that approval, and they will live a whole life. They will live somebody else's life for the sake of getting that approval and not living their own. And so, like I said, even though I focused on sexuality, I feel like it can be applied to so many things. It's like you really have to put things into perspective. You have to look at how hard you worked to get to wherever it is, whether it's a mental place, whether it's, like I said, people want to do art and stuff, what you trained so hard, or you trained yourself every day, every week to be doing what you're doing. If somebody's not cultivating that, allowing that to grow, encouraging you, leave their ass in the dust. Even if they don't understand what your ass is doing, you know? You can sense someone's energy when they're like, okay, no, I don't know what you up to. But as long as you're flourishing, I'm okay, I'm happy with it. You know, do you need help? And hopefully I'm not making it sound easy, because to sit here and say that the opinions of other people, they don't affect me and it just rolls off my back, like, no, ain't nobody out here Superman or Superwoman like that. It's a hard process, but you have to prioritize your passion, your happiness, your sense of self, your freedom over what other people are thinking. And I'm going to reiterate, I'm not saying ignore everybody and just do whatever the hell you want and fuck people up, and like, that's not what I'm saying. It's just that if people are standing in the way of your dreams, if people are standing in the way of your truest self, of your happiness, move their ass out the way. What are you looking for their approval for? They not happy, because they wouldn't be trying to shove shit onto you. And like I said, with me specifically being gay, I was like, girl, you know how much work I did to have a self-esteem, and now you want to push your anger and sadness about me being gay onto me, girl? Nope, that's not my bag, sis. I was at that moving carousel at the airport, and I saw that bag. I said, no ma'am, that's not my suitcase. That's not my bag. That's not my bag. Everybody say that's not my bag in the comments. That's not my bag. You are constantly doing the work to grow and to be your best self. Fuck these other people who ain't about helping you out or giving you an encouraging word. Their opinions literally don't matter. When they turn to ash and dust, okay, when their atoms disintegrate, sis, you still gonna be there with your life and what you created, okay? They're not gonna be there forever, but you gonna always be with you. But yeah, I'm over here preaching and stuff. Hopefully you understood what I was saying. It was kind of difficult to record this because my thoughts were all over the place. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you followed. Sign up to Patreon at patreon.com/AdrianExpression, and so I can do even more of these. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.